I'm your new host, Rose Bell, but that's not the important part. Today we have Hayden Castleman. Hayden, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm Hayden Castleman. I am 17 years old, even though people say I look like 26 for the most part. I am a big music whiz creator. I create music. I love listening to music. I just love music all around. Earlier this year, I'll say some of my accomplishments earlier this year. I have gotten third place at Ohio Has Talent playing an original song, and I'm hoping to be in that next year and hoping to get first place. Music's my passion. It's what I want to do. So yeah, I'm really happy you guys invited me here.
Can you tell us your earliest memory involving music?
Ooh, my earliest memory involving music. I'd say I think what my family would say is I used to sing for them when I was like 6 years old at the house, and they would like pay me $5 for it.
You got paid for yours? Man, maybe I got like a penny if I was lucky.
Yeah, I'd like have little concerts for them. Ooh, here's a good one. I sung at my parents' wedding when I was 4 years old, and I sang Chicken Fried by Zach Brown Band. So thank you guys for making that song, even though you're probably not watching this. But thank you. Thank you.
That's a good song to be singing,
It's
though.
such a good song. I sang that with my dad. It was, I don't remember most of it, but it's floating around on YouTube somewhere. It's on there somewhere. One of my family members posted it, but I can never find it. But I would say, like, more recently, my most recent, I would say what kind of started my passion for music would be my school's talent show in 7th grade. I did that for the first time ever. I won that, and then I did it the next year, and I won it again before going into high school, so that was kind of cool.
You know, and I remember that too, you know, since we went to school together, no, I remember that when I was sitting in 8th grade, I remember you performing that, and for the first time, like, I just was sitting there, and I was just like, because I knew of you, but I didn't know you could sing or anything, so I was just like, oh, it's just another guy singing. I'm like, as soon as you come on, I'm like, holy cow. And I'm like, this guy has vocal range. Like, there's no chance of us winning anymore. This guy's winning it for us.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned, like, everyone has a story for that. I've had some people tell me, oh, your vibrato was really good. I'm like, firstly, what's vibrato? Secondly, the vibrato only happened because I was so nervous, and it made me sound better. So I do literally do better under pressure. But yeah, I feel like everyone in my school anymore has a story about it. Everyone knows about it. So it's always kind of cool that, like, I'll have people come up to me and, like, call me by my name, and I've never even seen them before, but, like, they know me just from the talent show. So yeah, there's a lot of support from my school, and I appreciate that.
Oh, no. After everyone was supporting you go on to Ohio Got Talent, I have no doubt about it. They're going to keep doing that. I hope to hear about it, man. I know I'm not going to be there this year, but I hope to hear about it. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm hopefully, like I said, I'll get in there next year. They let me set posters up throughout the school this year, so I'm hoping I can do that again. Hopefully that'll help me get the win next time.
Oh, yeah. Well, would you like to go into your first song for us?
Oh, I would love to. So fun fact, I sung Believe, which is an original song at Ohio Has Talent. So that is the song that got me third place, and that's the first song I would love to play for you guys. So here we go.
All right, let's hear it.
Believe, or should I just give up? It's hard to believe going anywhere but up. I need to know how I got this far. Facing my fear, surrounded by the dark. Needing to know why I'm sitting here. What I know is not so clear. What do I do now? Am I really I need to find a fire to let me know all I need is just a little hope. How do I see in the darkest night? Maybe it's me, I'm the missing light. What do I need? Will I ever know? Should I believe all I need is hope? It's easy to see the ground beneath your feet, but baby, I still believe. Yeah, all you gotta do for me is breathe, look up to the sky and reach again. Hold the hand you could not see before you believed. Open your eyes and see again. Baby, this is not the end, you see. Look at me, everything gets better. Just believe. Just believe. Look at me, you can be anything you want to ever be. Yeah. There you go.
right.
That's Believe.
I do have one question for you. What was the vocal warm-up before this?
The vocal, I wasn't going to have any because I was running a little bit late for this, but basically, I am going to be sharing like a few new songs on here, and I have only warmed up with those songs, and those aren't even like high vocal songs, so this just, yeah, I don't know. I didn't even warm up for this song at all.
Got flown on the piano. Was just like, all right, time to go. That's crazy, man. You have one heck of a vocal range. I'll say that. That's a lot different than any music I've had come in here while I'm the host. So
Yeah, I honestly, like, I was surprised, like, when you asked me on here, like, I was looking at the Facebook page and I'm like, this is all rock music. What difference am I gonna make on here? But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I hope everyone hearing this is enjoying so far. But yeah, I'm just happy to be on here.
Nope. Here at K94, we welcome all kinds of music on this show, whether it be country, rock, whether if it's just piano music. We welcome you. I want to hear it. If you got it, I want to hear it. So hit us up. All right. So who were your biggest musical influences growing up?
Growing up, I would say the first music artist I listened to a lot was Johnny Cash.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And then I'd say for a while, for like over a year, like it was just Queen. I loved listening to Queen. I guess that was kind of inspiring too, because a lot of people consider Freddie Mercury to be the best vocalist. They also compare him to Michael Jackson, which is another artist I completely love listening to. It's kind of in my liking too in terms of like the decade. I like to listen to 80s music a lot. That's my favorite decade of music. So I'd say a lot of my inspiration comes from the 80s because the way my songs are structured and everything, like I feel like a lot of 80s like ballads or like slower songs, especially like Believe right here, like I think Believe would fit in an 80s setting if you gave it the right sounds and instrumental.
Now that you actually bring that up, I was sitting here listening to it and I'm like, this just gives me the vibe of something I've heard before, but I couldn't put my finger on it. But now that you say your inspiration was the 80s, I can definitely hear it in the vocals with it.
Yeah,
So,
and like that's actually funny you mentioned that because in some like other songs I've made, like I've listened to them and I'm like, this song exists already, but it doesn't. And it's so cool to like make something like that and be the inventor basically of that song and have it feel so popular at the same time before you even show anybody. Like, I feel like that's kind of what happened with Believe here, and it is special. It did become what I thought it could become, and I think it could be even more successful in the future once I finally get a studio to be able to record it and all of that. Yeah.
And best wishes to you on getting there, because I know how much work it takes to put there. I've seen an artist from here. She went and recorded something in Nashville, actually.
That's the place to do it.
Oh, yeah. That is definitely a place to do it. But having the vision to put something together, just like put all the pieces of the puzzle together.
Yep.
That's your artist touch.
Yep.
Love it.
It's something, I feel like it's something you have to have especially if you want to go into the music industry. You have to have a vision for it, because if you're just going into it, doing it for fun, yeah, there's a chance anything could go viral, to be honest, anymore. It's very random, but at the same time, having a vision for it, I think that's what ultimately is going to give you that success, but also maintain success. And I would not be doing any of this if I didn't think I had a chance.
Oh, yeah. Well, before we go ahead and hit commercials, would you like to start us out with a song?
Ooh, I can play another one. I actually made this song for you guys.
Well, you shouldn't have.
Oh, but I did, and it's I'm very excited to show this to you. It's not a long song, but it kind of segues into another song. So basically, I'm going to be playing this new song I wrote. No one ever has heard this before, and then I'm going to segue into the first song, like the first full song I ever wrote. So all I got to say is the second song is called A Song and a Dance, and this first one is called Live on the Radio. So here we go. Live on the radio for the first time. My nerves are overgrown. Wait, did I just mention it's live? I know I had to start out by singing Believe. You may be wondering, what is this for? Why would I write about K94.3? And if you bear with me, I'll tell you why. Alright, here it goes. So, people often confuse the spelling of my first and last name. There's so many different ways to spell it. So, listen, I'm not hungry for followers or anything. It's just that, all right, listen. I know this may seem a little relentless, but I promise this will only take a second. All right, here it goes. So it's Hayden, Castle, and then man, not men. All right. Anyways, you can follow me if you want to. I know. Listen, I swear I'm not hungry for followers. Just search me up on YouTube, please. It is at your own will. At your own will. Okay, anyways. I'm so sorry, but I have to cut this short for the purpose of showing you the first song I ever wrote. This is a song and a dance. It'll explain itself. It was the start of October, our first high school dance. All the songs were mediocre, but I gave it one last chance. Then they played All of Me. That's when we had our dance. And all of you kept running through my head. I guess what I'm trying to say is I love you, and I'm so afraid to ask if you feel the same way too. Am I moving this too fast? Some think their first love will never ever last. What brought us together was a song and a dance. Let's skip to November the 8th. her life. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I love you, and I'm so afraid to ask if you feel the same way too. And I'm moving this too fast. Some think their first love will never ever last. What brought us together was a song and a dance. What brought us together was a song and a dance. A song and a dance. That's the song and a dance. And I made that in December of 2022.
Oh, wow. Dude, give me a fist bump. That, love it. And what better way to promote a song with a song?
Oh yeah, it's very creative. I actually listen to Bo Burnham a lot, and I feel like I got some of, like, every time I make that song, and when I was going through it, I was just thinking Bo Burnham, and yeah, it kind of gives off that vibe. He's a comedian who plays a lot of comical songs. Some of them are quicker, some of them are like full songs, but yeah, that's kind of my inspiration for the radio song.
Well, I tell you what, if you go over and send that over to us, we'll play it on Thursdays during Rock Out Loud. I will do it if you send that to me.
Okay.
I want that.
Well, then you guys are going to hear that on Thursdays then.
Alrighty, guys. You'll get to hear more of them. But right now, we're about ready to take a commercial break, so we will see you guys in just a minute. Alright, and we are back. I hope you guys are liking the songs that I'm doing. I picked them all up myself, thanks. Alright, Hayden, do you want to open us up with the song real quick?
I can do that. So, this is another song I have not shown to social media yet, and I think I'm going to name it right now. It's going to be called This Is It. So, I made this very recently, so hope I don't mess up. We'll find out. Well, you won't.
Alright, this is it, guys.
I'm a 17-year-old who does not know about life, but here we go. Do you ever sit around in the middle of a room thinking about the way how you're gonna make your next move? The beautiful woman, you saw her just the other day, standing right in front of you. You forgot your own name, you're gonna ask her out now, but I can see it on your face. A man, long lost and afraid. If she wants to hold your hand, then face your fears and hold it. And if she wants to dance, then go and do your dance floor dance. I know it may seem a little bit crazy, but I guess that's just how it is. Gotta make her want you, gotta make her love you. This is it. The both of you are married now. Look at where you've been, and does it all make sense now? What true love is, she's laying down, she needs your hand. Comes the child, what you both had planned. it took was just one hand, and the fear of getting older. It's worth it in the end. Your love has brought you farther than you could ever even imagine. And I know it may sound a little bit crazy. Yes, I know it may seem a little bit crazy, but I think that's how love would be. Now the woman loves you, and now the child loves you. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. There we go.
All right, I gotta tell you, and please don't take offense to this. While I was sitting there listening to you, really remind me of the male version of Adele.
The male version of Adele?
The male version of Adele. That is what you guys can agree with me or not, but that's what I was sitting here thinking. I was just like, it really sounds a lot like just a male version of Adele.
That's funny because usually when I try to, I'll play Someone Like You by myself, and I'm like, I kind of sound like Adele singing this right now.
There it is.
Or, actually, my favorite woman artist is Lauren Daigle, and people say she sounds a lot like Adele, so if I sing, any, female songs like that, usually, I'll take inspiration from those vocals from Lauren Daigle and Adele, so.
I can definitely hear it. No, I was just like, that's just what that reminds me of. But was there a specific moment when you realized you wanted to pursue music?
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier about the talent shows, and I really enjoyed doing those. They made me really nervous, but music at that time and singing was just something I liked to do. It was a hobby. But once I got into high school, it was my freshman year, there was this 80s synth song I wrote on my piano. I'm like, this sounds so freaking good, and it belongs in the 80s. And I think after that, that's when I started coming up with song ideas. And this was back in 2022. I remind you, back in 2022. But like I said, that December, I made my first song, and I think it was during that, I was just connected to music in a different way I never had before. I always see the talent shows as a completely different thing than the person who came after that, starting with high school. So I would say definitely, especially when I joined drama club, I was doing cabarets, and I was being used for the most part. I was given roles based off okay, what songs do these people have? And they were utilizing me for my singing. And so I think I just built a love for singing and performing music. My dream used to be an actor, and then drama club kind of changed that for me with the performances and everything. I think music performance is just something that has kind of got me, and something just clicked, and now I'm writing music like crazy. So
no, love to hear it, man. And, I was actually really surprised, when I asked you to be on here, I asked you if you had original songs, and then you were telling me you have about 6, and I'm like, you already have about 6? Dang. Why haven't I invited you earlier?
10 finished minimum, but there's oh my gosh, there's probably
around. I want to hear more.
There's probably around 30 of them I haven't finished at all, but I've started, and I want to make them special someday. I just kind of wait for it to happen. I don't control when I write the lyrics. It just happens. So
okay, well, I know you said you work better under pressure, but I'm telling you now, work under pressure. I want to hear more.
You want to? Okay.
I want to hear more.
Okay, how about I play my Christian song I wrote?
Alrighty.
I wrote this right after I went to a church camp. Best moments of my life and worst. I came back, and this is kind of the story about that. So, yeah, enjoy. It is called My Faith. like water with a flow that never stops. You can never be devoured when the dam tries to block. If the path you're on is narrow, you gotta look for the gate. And when you see the gate, walk through it. Your life will be great. Because the path is his path and it's how he wants it. Just adapt to the path and live in the moment. You can never trust the moment and you can't trust him to begin with. If you adapt to the path can make it powerful. So share your faith for the gospel. Your faith for the gospel. Let's change the topic. Now I got back from a big trip. Now I look at things right. I went upstairs that night and prayed to him, and he changed my mind. Yeah, I did improv, played this song, and he walked right in, and he said, Hayden, I got the first half, now you're right the rest. So I wrote the story that I'm singing right now. I never wrote a gospel song before, but God showed me how. Now here I am singing, yeah, I'm singing songs for my God. So here's my faith, yeah, in a gospel song. Now here I am singing, yeah, I'm singing songs for my God. So here's my faith, yeah, my faith in a gospel song. Yeah, here's my faith, yeah, my faith in a gospel song.
Congratulations, Hayden. You have now officially won the prize of first Christian song on a rock radio station.
Hey, there we go.
All right. So I know you were saying like how your lyrics and stuff came to you, but what does your typical songwriting process look like?
Ooh, songwriting process. So for the most part, I actually come up with the song structure first, and then I usually build the lyrics around that. Sometimes, like, when it came to my faith, like, it was very spiritual. The first half literally just came to me like that. And then I wrote the rest of it literally like 3 days later. That's what happened with that song. When it comes to stuff like Believe, I think the structure came first for that one, and then I wrote the lyrics. So a lot of my songs are like that. Sometimes I'll like hum a random melody out of nowhere for no reason at all. So I record it, and then I build a structure around it. Yeah, I'd say definitely the structure comes first, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was going to be my next question. Like, do you usually write your lyrics first, or do you write your melodies first? So it kind of sounds like either or can happen, really. And then you're like...
Yeah, it doesn't really matter for me. It's kind of just a random process. It's whatever comes first. I don't try to force anything. I just let I just let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. If I don't finish it, then I finish it later. That's kind of how it was. There's one song like I have had the structure for like over like a year and a half, and I just now started like writing a little bit for it again. But it's like a really slow process with that song. But I'm planning on playing it at the next Ohio Has Talent, so hopefully I can win with that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I know you perform. I know you do. So how do you prepare before going on stage?
Ooh, so I'm going to use my Sweetwater performances as an example. Sweetwater Sound in Fort Wayne. Basically, they're a music academy. They do open mic events every like third Monday of the month. Typically, at the beginning, like I used to have my song ready and I would practice it before I go. That's on a good day, by the way, because I have had plenty of times, probably over half the time, I would leave and not have practiced at all. And there have been a few times I didn't even know what song I was going to play, and I was on the way there. So I just kind of figured it out once I got there sometimes, and I always find one to play.
And then what has been your most memorable live performance so far, and why? And this could be good or bad too.
Luckily for me, I haven't had any bad experiences yet, but I just jinxed it, so I'll let you know later on. But
now it's gone.
Yeah. So I guess if I come on here next time, I'll let you know. But honestly, both of those would be Believe performances. And the first time I shared Believe to social media, and it was a duet. It's originally a solo. I think it's better as a solo. It's gotten me far, obviously. It took me like less than a month, and I just came up with the duet. I could sing the duet parts for it too. Those parts are high. Yeah, I came up with that, and then on stage, it's just, I don't know, like that performance for me, like, so memorable, because that was my first time sharing an original song on stage, being a duet and everything. That's the only song I've written, like, a duet for, so I think I was just really excited going on stage for that one for the first time. And then, of course, like, I'd say right behind that is Ohio Has Talent, but the only reason I'd say that is because I kind of blacked out, and then all of a sudden, the judges were interviewing me, so who knows? I blacked out, played like the best performance of my life, and then boom. I really just don't remember the song itself at Ohio Talent. But
Well, we are going to hear some more Hayden Castleman right after these last set of commercials. So we will be right back. All right, and we are back. So Hayden, what can the listeners expect from upcoming songs that you have planned?
So here's how I've been looking at it so far. So I released 3 songs last year. I have already shown you guys 3 songs now this year. If anything, if I do release any more originals this year, it's going to be like a max of 5. With a lot of the music I've already written, I think the reason I haven't put it out there yet is because it's all like around like a similar subject. And I think it would work so better if I released it like as an album. Because a lot of my songs I do have finished are kind of personal for me. Which I will share at some point in the future, but I kind of want to get like all the relatable songs like across. I feel like those songs, I don't know. I mean, at least I like listening to those relatable songs a little bit more. So yeah, I could probably say that next year I'm definitely going to come out with more for you guys. Hopefully I can get 3 more in next year. Just depends on what I'm doing in life. Life's going to be changing. I'm a senior this year, so I don't know how well I can predict that, but hopefully 3 songs.
And if you had to go ahead and give some information about yourself for new listeners, what can new listeners learn about you, or what's something new that your recent listeners could learn about you?
You guys should share my stuff on social media. Help me get out there more. I'm doing this because I love doing it, and I love playing for you guys. I could care less if these cameras weren't around. If they asked me to come up here and sing for like just them in the studio right now, no cameras or anything, I would still be here. So this is a genuine passion, and without support, it is a little bit more difficult. So any like sharing of my stuff is really appreciated. Just want to let you new people know that I am really passionate about music. I'm hopefully not walking away from this until I'm successful. I mean, a little failure never hurts. I don't always release new stuff too early, but it's always a good time. And hopefully once I get more followage, I can interact with you guys more, like do polls and stuff. Like I would love to do that. I just need more people to do that so I have more votes. And you guys could, at some point, maybe soon, possibly pick the next original song I show you guys. So, yeah.
You gained a follower. Congratulations.
Hey, I actually got a haircut earlier today before I went here, and the lady had me write my YouTube down. So she might be watching this right now, or she will watch this on YouTube when it comes out. So shout out to the person who cut my hair earlier today.
So what do you think is the most challenging part about your music career?
Writer's block it's not fun. I just want to like know what it feels like when that career like actually starts. Like when I'm doing stuff like, there's one friend that's going into videography and stuff like that. He's like uploading every day. Like I don't do that yet. I think it's just difficult trying to stay on top of that because unless like sometimes like I can't upload until I'm inspired again, and then I get that rush of like making stuff. So I'd say one of the most difficult parts is just getting support. As much as I love music alone, like the support on social media helps me, like it inspires me to put more effort into it. I think I need to like work on like putting effort into it, whether people are going to watch it or not. The people who watch it do care, and I appreciate all of you. So yeah, I would say just like having the feel of like, okay, I'm doing this every day. Like I want that and I don't have that yet. So I say that's kind of difficult to get to, but I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm. If I have to sit here and be your hype man, I will go Hayden, go Hayden.
Hey, it'll probably work.
All right.
I need that every now and then.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I'm going to push you a little bit. Do you want to go ahead and give us one more song for today?
Yes, I can. This one is called Out of My Mind. All the 3 songs I first released on my YouTube and social media and stuff, they're like my 3 favorite. I'd say Believe's obviously my favorite, but this is tied with my Faith. So I hope you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of high-range stuff. So, yeah, I made this difficult for myself to sing. So hope you enjoy it. Out of My Mind. Here we go.
Smile as I sit aside. I cast a dream for miles and miles, but I don't get a bite. Sound asleep but wide awake, I wonder what awaits. The last time that I drifted far away, hey, he said, all you gotta do for me is breathe. Open up your eyes and see again. Do I know you? What's your name? Then I turned to me and said, I'm you, I'm you, I'm you. Must be out of my mind. Nothing like a weekend night sitting by the fire, dying on the inside. No one wants me flying high. No one ever said a word about me giving up. So stop your dreams at night, they're saying I will not wake up. 'Cause I tried a million times to say, drowning to find what truly defines me. How can I lay here and feel no breathing, shed a tear when no one sees me, sit here while life keeps passing, days, months and years. How do I live after I stop laughing? Live when I'm not so happy. Do what I love the most in pain and alone. Why do I cry when I have no shoulder? Dream only when I'm hopeless, blind till I see again and hate what I did. How do I live? Why do I cry? Spending my whole entire life laying in pieces, finding a meaning. I need to save it, 'cause baby, just maybe I'm out of my mind.
Wait, what? No, Hayden, I think, I'm out of my mind right now. That
really?
was crazy. I love that one. And if I had to pick my favorite song today, that one is definitely my favorite.
There's a lot of structure behind that one. And
I love that one. No, those were definitely, they had good structure. I don't know how to put it. There was just something there. And I'll leave it at that. I'm glad you said yes to coming here today, because I was kind of worried that something else would have been in the way with it. But do you have any social you'd like to go ahead and address real quick?
I do have a second channel as well where I do post shorts every now and then, and sometimes long-form content. Probably my secondary social media would probably be Instagram, and you can find that at Sing Songy Man. It's very creative. I don't know how no one came up with that username. It wasn't taken. So Sing Songy Man. It's all one word. I don't know. It's legendary to me. I cannot change it. Share my content and tell other people to subscribe to me, and you guys could be the people that help build it up. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a difficult journey in the beginning, but with your guys' help, I can definitely get there a lot faster. So I would appreciate anyone who would be able to or is willing to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram.
You hear that, guys? Go follow him on Instagram and YouTube. He's only 17. Go follow him.
I'm only 17. I swear. I'm not showing you guys my ID because, you weirdos. But, I'm 17 years old only, and there's so many, things left to do. I have so much time, and with your guys' help, I can get there faster. So, yeah, any support is quite appreciated, and especially on Instagram, there is a little bit more personal stuff. If you want to get to know more about me, I would definitely follow my Instagram, and if you want the main content, subscribe to me on YouTube. And preferably follow me on both.
All right. Any shout outs to friends or family you want to go ahead and give out?
Ooh. I want to shout out my favorite person in the world, my cousin Luke. I don't know if you're watching this right now or watching this after, but I've had so many memories with you, man. Every time I go over to Indianapolis, you've always made my day, and I never want to leave after I see you. So I'd also like to shout out my parents. They both pushed me to do this stuff, and they're all for it. I want to thank the people that go to my school that support my stuff through there. I love having random conversations with you guys. You guys talk about my new content. I have one kid that actually memorized all of Believe. So the first person to actually know one of my songs fully and know how to sing it and everything, that's crazy to me. That's something that's part of my vision, is people knowing my music too. Also, just the rest of my family who's watching, because I told a lot of you guys. So thanks for anyone who's watching now or anyone who watches this after the fact.
And thank you guys for tuning in to Rock Out Loud. Come on, say it with me. 1, 2, 3, Rock Out Loud. 1, 2, 3.
Rock Out Loud!